Yes, we are live. What is going on, everyone? It is TJ and Francis Jackson
Hey
coming to you
guys.
live and direct from Los Angeles, California. How is everyone doing today? It's been a minute since we went live. I think it's been last month. Was it Mother's Day? We did a Mother's Day live in Arizona. I think that was the last one we did. But it's always great to connect with you all live and direct. No vlog today, obviously. We have a fun one that is being edited as we speak for next Sunday. So make sure you look out for that. A lot of fun, actually. And by the way, if you're a member, if you're a queen or a knight member, we are going live at 11. We have some tennis to go to see. So we are going to be doing a live probably on the way there. Those card lives are always a lot of fun. Sometimes I play music that I'm working on, sometimes I don't. But either way, they're always a good time. Trisha says, Sophie, how's it going? Sophie, how is it going? Uh,
Such.
I know. Okay, Nicole says, "Hey TJ and Franny." Carrie says, "Hey TJ and Francis." Clarice says, "Hey guys." And for anyone who's wondering how Sophie's doing, Sophie says, "I'm good." Sophie's rocking the TJ Jackson beanie. Nice, Sophie. Sophie's also a member, so thank you for all the love, Sophie. Sophie says, "Hi TJ and Franny."
Hey
Um,
Sophie.
hey, Foofy and Franny from Balmy. Ashley says, hello from Illinois. How are you both? Ashley, we are doing very, very well. I saw a video that Illinois had the state where real estate prices are going up at the fastest rate. Is that true, Ashley,
Really?
in the world, in the states?
Wow.
In Illinois, that is the state with the highest appreciation for real estate from a year ago. Angel's from Arizona. What is going on, Angel?
Hey Angel.
I think it's kind of the reverse with Arizona.
Hmm.
So, Angel, if you haven't bought your property, you may want to start looking. I know, when
Oh,
did
I
this
thought you were
become?
talking about the heat. Oof.
We were just there,
We
and it
were
was
just
hot.
there. It was hot.
Um, Real hot.
And then I just looked at I wanted to see, I was curious to see what Austin was like.
It's hot. Hot.
Well, in like 2 days it's gonna be 99 degrees. I don't know about that.
It's
Like
hot. I
it's
saw that
hot.
too, Francis.
That scares
I
me.
saw that too, because what are we here? 77, 78, and we're talking about how it's hot. How are we supposed to survive in the 90s in the beginning part of June? High
I don't
90s. It
I
may have
don't
to be a fall, winter, spring thing. In summer, we go to Europe
I'd love that.
because
We
99.
kind of have always said that though.
Fatma says love from the Netherlands.
And love back to you, Fatma.
Ashley says I've been going through hurdles purchasing a home. Ashley, I'll say this. Okay, and Ashley says yes, that is true. Illinois is extremely high, and this is just not only for Ashley. This is for everyone out there. Um, I feel for you.
Yeah.
I really feel for you if you're trying to buy your very first property. It's easy for elder people to say, just do this, just do that. But the truth of the matter, from my generation and up, the prices were way more manageable. The prices have gone through the roof.
You really have.
This is only advice. This isn't just my advice. If you were my child, Ashley, I would just tell you at the moment to just save, save, and save. Um, I personally, this is not advice. This is not what you should do. Sorry, our alarms are going on.
Just a reminder for our family.
I think economically, especially here in the States, I can't speak around the world. I don't study around the world, but here in the States, we may be going through some trickier times. You know, inflation's still hitting us, interest rates are high, things are getting out of control with costs, and there's going to have to be some type of retraction, I think. Again, not advice, just my opinion. So my thoughts are, if you haven't made those big purchases yet, you may want to hold on a bit because I think interest rates will come down, possibly, especially in Arizona. They're building a lot more properties, so there'll be more demand. I mean, I'm sorry, more supply, which has been a big issue and why prices are going up. comparing that to California, where there's not as many properties and not much being built. Places like Arizona, Texas, and Florida, you're getting a lot of things built and in process. So, what are you smiling at?
Rio's being.
You have an eyelash here too, babe.
That's what was in my eye. Where?
Right
Oh
here.
my goodness. Thank you.
So,
Couldn't get it out. That's why.
Ashley, make sure your credit
We're
is
late.
right. Make sure you're saving money. Make sure you're having a job and you're doing the right thing. And don't beat yourself up, Ashley. Don't beat yourself up. I heard on a podcast the average age, I think 20 years ago, for people to buy their first home was like 28, 29. And now, what was it, Francis? Like 44. So it's definitely harder for you all. So have some sympathy on yourself. Have some understanding, and don't give up on it.
And save.
And
That
save.
honestly, it's just I feel like that's one of the big differences. You guys have to save.
Yeah.
It's very important. So if you're living with your parents and you're working, just save your money, and then it's going to be much easier.
Doug,
It's going to be hard regardless, but it will be easier. So
Doug-
we tell our kids.
Dougser says, "Hi, TJ and Francis. You're looking good. Blessings." Well, thank
Aw,
you,
thank
Dougser.
you.
Very nice. Appreciate it. And Christelle Beauchards says, "Hello, TJ and Francis from a cold and wet South Africa." I always forget that. South Africa, southern parts of South America, Australia. You all are entering your winter.
Ooh.
I always forget that. So I would trade with you though, personally. I like going.
You would trade?
I think I'd go into a cold, wet winter more than a hot, dry summer. Yes.
Well, we're not there yet.
That's the scary thing.
No, we still have time.
Yeah, it is a nice day today.
I mean, how hot does it get there? Is the
But what I'm
question.
saying is I would trade going into the winter
Instead of the summer.
instead of the summer, for sure.
I think I'm ready for some sunshine.
Angel, this is in Phoenix. It was 105 there. We were there a couple weeks ago. We did the vlog. And what was it when we were there?
101.
And you were
I was losing it.
You were struggling.
I was losing
We captured that in the vlog. She was struggling. So
TJ knows better though. He does that to me, and that's where I get very aggressive.
I don't do that to you. Honey. It's not like I have a talk with the weather people. And
You're
say,
like, honey, we're gonna go eat. You never said anything about a 45-minute hour walk. You never mentioned that in the heat.
Fourth born child says, "Hi TJ and Francis. Greetings from the." Where's that, Francis?
Is that Netherlands? I'm not sure. Where's that from?
That is
South.
Honey, you're not that close.
Is it yellow? Is that thing white?
I think it's the Philippines.
No, let me see.
That's the Philippines.
Is the little triangle white or yellow?
The little, you can't see that, baby. You just had your eye surgery a couple years ago.
Yes, but I also just woke up. So
you've been up for a couple hours.
They're still not adjusted.
Hi, TJ and Francis, with the orange heart. Greetings from the Philippines. That's what it is. Let's go to Ben. By the way, greetings back to you, fourth born child. Sometimes I just read it.
We have to get there too. We always talk about going to the Philippines.
One day. Franny, will you read Ben's comment?
Sure, TJ. Ben says, "Hey, TJ and Francis, I'm watching both of you on the YouTube. Subway for you in the USA. On my way home, hopefully I can get back home on time to watch you live from my home."
Babe, okay.
Did I mess that up?
Yeah, you did. He's watching us from the tube, not from the YouTube. Okay, so, and then he's informing us.
But look at the word "you" on the tube.
Yeah, babe, but just because you said "you" on the tube doesn't mean that you can contract it to say YouTube. It's two different
worked
things.
For me.
No, I'm watching both of you on the tube.
On the tube.
Okay, that doesn't mean on. It's not like YouTube has a cool slang now that where people say, "I'm watching the tube."
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. But anyways, safe travels, Ben.
Funny.
Hopefully you make it back. We're not going to be doing a super long live because we have a busy day with the kids and family, but we have about 25 more minutes. Anyways, just be safe, Ben.
Speaking of the tube, I do miss Europe a lot.
Right?
I miss Europe.
Babe, will you do me a favor and open one of those blinds?
Why?
Because it would just make the lighting so much better.
Sure, TJ.
Thank you, babe. I know it's.
Which one would you like?
Either one. You could do both, and it's not.
A lot of books.
Let's see what she's doing. Uh, a little bit down more.
Mm-mm.
No, it's not doing anything.
Maybe
Oh, I
put
got the
stuff in
books
the
now.
way.
There we go. Yeah, it helps.
That's just,
It
it doesn't
helps.
help.
It does. If you open them all the way, it would have really helped, but it helps a bit. That's just
Mhm.
me being. I don't know. I want to make
You
sure you
being
guys.
TJ.
No,
Did
yeah,
you feel a
maybe.
little too dark? Is that
No,
what it was?
no, don't you start that, Francis. No, I didn't start that. I just like my whole
And now
face
you
to
can see
be
my shine
illuminated.
even more. Oh, I don't want to be shiny. You do.
No,
Okay.
forget shininess. That's regular. But I don't want to make sure they know they're talking to me.
Mhm.
What is going on, Daniel? Oh wow, haven't caught you live in ages. What is going on? Good to see you,
What's
Daniel.
up, Daniel?
Daniel, you look like in your picture you're about to just break it down, like
Do
like
some serious
like
moves.
you look like you just turn your push record on your camera and you're about to go at it. Um, I'm curious to know, is that what that image is? Are you just posing? What's going on, Daniel? It looks like you're a dancer. Um, right? Am I right, Francis?
It does. Like he's
Um,
pushing pause on his last move.
Daniel also says, bought my own unit with help from parents and grandparents for the deposit for mortgage. It's
That's
beautiful, man.
awesome.
And first of all, that's awesome, Daniel. And what I really like is how you embrace that, accept it, and utilize the help and respect the help that you got from parents and grandparents. Big congrats to you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, obviously, many don't have the luxury, whether their parents and grandparents don't have the extra savings or weren't able to save, or it could be deceased, could be not with us. So, for those of you, don't give up. I think the biggest message I have to you who are trying everything to get your own spot is don't let your mentality dictate your future. And I can assume it's incredibly difficult, and it may take you longer than what you wanted it to take. It may take twice, three, four times as long. But when it happens, you want to be prepared, because I've seen real estate markets go up and go down, and economic situations change, and it can change on a dime in a sense. They
Yeah.
say it takes time, and it does take time, but it can feel like it'll change before you know it.
Hmm.
That was weird.
That is really weird.
I don't know if you guys can hear us okay, but Siri went on. Okay, you can. Toria gave us the thumbs up. Thank you, Toria. Trisha says, TJ, liking your economics advice. Well, thank you, Trisha.
I also think, though, too, don't put so much pressure on yourself to have to buy. If you have to rent, you have to rent. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't feel like, it means you're a failure or anything like that. It's just part of your journey.
I don't think it means you're a failure. I promise you I don't. But I don't want that statement to just go unchecked, because historically your primary residence has been a huge let me finish the sentence. It's been a huge asset for you down the road. And
Mhm.
in 30 years it's going to likely be paid off. And then you don't have a rent. And let's face it, mortgages and rents are going to be a lot more than they are.
Could you try again?
No. Does anyone know how to turn off Siri? He's just listening to us.
Siri, turn off.
Who pushed it?
No
Now,
one.
now you got this Siri working.
Hey, Siri.
No, babe,
turn
don't.
off.
We have phone.
To stop here. Good morning.
Nothing to stop
Okay,
here.
that one stopped.
Okay,
cool.
good.
Um,
No, I just feel like don't put so much pressure on yourself. It's just take your time, save.
it doesn't define you.
It does
Remember
not
that.
define you.
Yeah.
It does not.
Um,
Not everybody's going to be in that position,
and you,
that's okay.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And here's my thoughts too. If you are quote unquote stuck renting at the moment, take advantage of the advantages of renting. Maybe move to a different area, maybe travel more, maybe do 6 months in a whole nother country or state. Explore. Us people who own our home, we can't take advantage of just moving around. Franny and I talk about it all the time. Even in the beginning of this stream, we're talking about Austin. If we were renting, maybe we'd be like, let's just go do a year then. It's easier to be up and on the move. Maybe take advantage of that, because you learn so much when you move and travel. You really do. I think that's where the true growth in life comes. Again, this isn't advice. I don't want anyone saying I moved, it's all because of you. And now I don't want to hear that, you guys. I'm just giving my personal advice. I want you to see things from the best possible way you can and to stay positive. Um, okay, Lala Chan Network. What's going on, Lala
Hey,
Chan?
Lala Chan.
Has a question. Question for TJ and Francis. Any suggestions? I'm thinking about moving to Vegas next year. Any place to sightsee? Um, I know a lot of people are moving to Vegas and they love Vegas.
Vegas is more affordable. That's
Vegas
for
is
sure.
definitely more. I don't know where you're coming from, Lala Chan, but compared to California, Vegas is a lot more affordable. I have several family members that live in Vegas,
And they
love
love it.
Vegas.
They
I have
love it.
several more family members that say they're going to end up in Vegas. Vegas is cool. And don't think of Vegas just being the strip. That's just, I mean, I have family members that live in Vegas and haven't been to the strip. I've been to the strip more than them in the last 3 years. Vegas has a lot of cool up and coming suburbs
Yeah,
that
they
you
do.
should check out. There's one I know Henderson's been around for a while, but there's something Seville, I think. That
I
is
don't
cool.
know.
But just check it out. I don't know any specific, but that's the beautiful thing about 2024. Google and on the tube is our friends. You didn't even catch that, huh, Franny? Google and YouTube are our friends. Check out suburbs in Vegas, but go for it.
My brain's still
Live.
not awake.
Lala Chem, this is for everyone. Go for it in life. You never know. If you hate it, oh well, you hate it. You learned, you grow.
You
It's a
tried it.
chapter in
Yep.
your life. If you love it, you love it. You realize um your life, you belong there. You'll see different people, and I almost said cultures, but America is not the best with cultures, but you
Well,
still
they
see,
have, yeah, we're a melting pot
yeah.
of cultures.
So you'll see different types of people and learn different types of things and how people do things. You'll go into different grocery markets.
I would say to go see the Wynn, all the flowers, the
Oh,
Wynn
yeah.
and on the Encore. I love that. It never gets old to me. They really decorate their hotel really nicely. It's beautiful.
Richard, what's up, Richard? Richard adds Vegas is hot in the summer. Vegas is blazing.
It's beyond hot.
It's
Yes,
which
whew,
is hotter, Phoenix or it's got to be Phoenix, more south. Vegas is hot though.
yeah.
I still would think it's Phoenix.
I don't know.
I think it's
but
Phoenix. Richard with the do you know Kurt? Okay, you see it says Kershaw on this picture.
Mhm.
Do you know his first name? And this is obviously for you Europeans. I'm
Kershaw.
sorry. This is a baseball pitcher.
I'm thinking
One of the
of
best, statistically one of the best pitchers of all time. And I think he's still pitching. Yeah, he's still
you know
going.
what I want to say with this name?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the first name in Walker would be Kershaw
Oh,
Walker. Is that a person? Is that a
you're thinking of Herschel Walker.
okay?
But that's okay. I could see Kershaw Walker, but the W's at the end and beginning would like I wouldn't name my kid Kershaw Walker. Kershaw Walker. It's kind of cool. It has a little ring to it. Don Kirshner? No. Good guess though. Izzy, I appreciate the effort. I really do. You guys go ahead and guess. Let's do this. Before I reveal Kershaw's first name, what would you think it is? If you have no idea, what sounds good to you?
Kershaw's the last name?
Kershaw's the last name. Kershaw.
Doesn't ring a bell.
And I'm going to say this. What his real first name, and Richard says he's still playing. Do not Google this. I said Google is your friend, but do not cheat, y'all. So what do you think Kershaw's first name? There's an image of Kershaw. What is his first name? And I will say this. His first name goes very well with his last name.
Something smells so good.
Is it me, babe?
No, it smells like pizza.
No pizza. Bommy says Hershey. Hershey Kershaw. Bommy. No.
That would be a bomby guess.
That would be a bomby guess. No, that isn't it. Did we answer everything from Lala Chan? You got to walk the strip. You got to do that at least once.
If you haven't already.
Francis is right. The Encore. Is it the Wynn? It is the Wynn.
It's the Wynn.
So it has the beautiful flowers in the inside. You
So
got to go see
nice.
that. There's a lot of different hotels. We usually stay on the Wynn Encore side. It's a little bit more chill, but still close enough to everything. But Vegas Strip is fun. So definitely go see that. Anything else in Vegas? I don't really know about, but I know there's a lot to do in Vegas. So enjoy.
I do know the Golden Nugget in the old town
Wait,
Vegas.
I don't think those are even there.
Golden Nugget has the best breakfast.
They do.
But it smells like smoke. So you
Yeah,
gotta,
it is old school
but
Vegas.
it's delicious.
Nanny, what's going on, Nanny? Nanny says, hello, how are you? Quick question
Nani?
for TJ. Are you going to tour again? Please, I am from Switzerland?
Looks like it.
Switzerland. Yeah, Toria gave me the thumbs up.
Tiny.
It is small, but
Yeah.
that's a red flag with a white cross. That's Switzerland. Nanny, I was just thinking about this an hour ago. I don't. I do know I'm going to do more shows, and I do feel I'm going to tour again. I really do. I just don't know when. I am really hoping 3T can do some stuff. It's the 30th. Crazy. It's the 30-year anniversary of 3T next year. We're in talks to do some fun stuff. So I'm putting TJ touring on the back
Back burner.
uh, on the back burner. That's
You don't know nothing about cooking, so that's why it didn't even enter your brain.
not at all. I'm putting TJ touring on the back burner for now because I'm really hoping 3T can do some shows. So yes, I miss Switzerland. I've been there. It's been almost 30 years since I was in Switzerland, and some of my amazing best memories are in your country.
I want to go. I haven't been.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's beautiful. Skiing is what I remember the most, of course. But yeah, hopefully soon. And if I do, that's baby, are you hitting my hand for a reason? You sure? It's got like a purpose to what the rhythm you're hitting it.
Nope.
Okay. When we do these lives, we hold hands. We do. And her hands are on my knee.
And
She's
you're
sometimes
pretty, your palms are sweaty.
what's the Eminem song? Your palms are sweaty, what? Right?
I don't know.
They are. It's hot. It's hot.
Is it though?
No,
It's
I
not
don't know.
hot.
Maybe
It
I'm
feels-
going.
We have great weather today.
Maybe I'm going through menopause.
Low 70. You can't take that from me. I ain't giving you that. You didn't earn that.
Oh man.
No, sir.
Maybe is there like menopause by extension? Maybe if you're going through menopause, maybe I'm going through a little slight of menopause.
No,
Are
but-
you going through menopause?
I'm in perimenopause,
Not-
which is
not
like
pre?
pre. Yeah. It's
How do you
like,
spell peri?
I think it's PER. I could be wrong. PERI. It's not pre-menopause. it's
How's your
like
thoughts on
perimenopause.
I don't know how we get from touring to menopause, but it's okay. How's your let me move Nanny?
Let's move on from
I
that
want to
subject.
ask a question or two about menopause. Nanny, hopefully soon we'll come to your beautiful country. Hopefully.
And Nanny doesn't look anywhere close to menopause. So
No,
she's
she
probably
doesn't.
like this conversation.
Okay, so we'll just answer one question. What does Nanny have to look forward to about perimenopause?
Nothing.
Is there any benefits?
I don't think so. You just gotta ride with it though.
You gotta
just
ride
gotta
with it.
ride with
Is
it.
that the message about life?
I think so. Just be positive. In everything you do, there's a silver lining. That's how you have to train your brain to think. And there's a silver lining.
There you go.
And I'm going to stick with that.
This-
What is it? I haven't found it yet, but I'm going to find it.
Samara says, I've been through menopause and it's really terrible. Okay. That's just beautiful.
And I want him to read a book on it so he can understand me more. But maybe I just need to buy it for you.
Or just watch or send me a video on
I send them
the
to you all
tube.
the time. The tube.
On the tube. I love it. Chris Nell with the super chat. Thank you so much, Chris Nell, for the super chat. Chris Nell says, hey, I know I'm late, but Franny, I love your hair.
Aw.
I hope you are both well.
Thanks, Chris Snell.
Thank you, Chris Nell.
And you made it. That's what matters.
I love her hair too. I do.
I was gonna let it grow out, and TJ's like, no, let it
Do
for
the summer. No,
Do the summer.
if you want it to grow out in September when it cools down, I get
It
it.
grows so fast. I've cut it up to here, and it's already. I've cut it 3 times this year.
It fits you though, Fran.
Thank you. I like it too. It's way faster, guys.
And
I
it,
love it.
it also fits your name more than the long hair
How?
because it's an older style haircut.
No, it ain't.
And
Don't
Francis is an
don't
old
trip, TJ.
name.
You better back that up.
There's nothing wrong with that. We just ride through life.
Francis
so-
is an older name, but the hairstyle is just anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it.
Anyone.
I think it's beautiful.
Anyone can do it.
I think it fits you
You
so
just
well.
talking smack right now.
I think I love it so much because I have a picture of you when you were a kid with a similar hairstyle.
No, I think it's when we first met.
You didn't have this hairstyle when we first met.
No, but when I got pregnant with Royal, I chopped off my hair.
That is true.
So
Yeah,
I think that's the picture you're
maybe.
thinking.
No, I'm saying when you were a kid. I think it's even in black and white. Yeah, it is in black and white.
I don't
How
think
did you get a picture in black and white in the 70s?
Oh, TJ. I don't know.
Are a lot of your pictures in black and white when you were a kid?
I don't think so.
You know what picture I'm talking about, though, right?
No.
When you're a kid, where you look like JoJo.
No, oh yeah, no.
Why is that
That's
in
the
black
only
and white?
picture we have of black and white.
But
honey.
why is that in black and
I
white?
don't know. You're gonna have to ask my mom or my aunt. They're the ones who took the picture.
I wonder if it was a lot cheaper to develop in
Thank
black
you,
and
Chris.
white.
Now
Thank you, Chris. Now
so much.
Bommy with the super
What
chat.
up, Bommy?
Bommy says, hey Foofy and Franny, the way the housing market is going, only thing in my budget is a Fisher Price Playhouse. It's hard out here, man. Love y'all. I know.
Well,
Bommy.
Bommy's in London, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the States. It's
I,
bad.
I think it's pretty bad everywhere.
But I think also moving out of the city is way cheaper. It's more affordable moving out of the city.
And that's another thing I would advise if you can. Don't be so stuck on moving or staying in the city. I think a lot of young people want to be right in the thick of it, which I understand. But the suburbs, and
I think when you're young, that's a
thing.
thing.
I never cared about being in the
Me
city.
either.
I like actually being on the outskirts where it's a slower
Well,
pace.
I think we've always had kids. I mean,
That's
maybe
true.
not you, but
That's true. But that's what I would say is maybe you have to expand your area, you know. I know there's areas way past where we are that 10, 15, 20 years ago were like, no way I'd go out there. It's way too far, that people are now moving out there.
Mhm.
Even we went there for a tennis tournament. We're like, I could do this.
it's way more affordable.
So sometimes a city has to catch up to you.
But if
So
you move there first, then you're getting a much cheaper price, and then they're just building around you.
that is true. That is true. Yeah, the commute may stink, but I think we're getting to a point where we're able to work more from home. And then, as we showed you all in one of our prior videos, full self-driving's coming. It'll be here before you know it. Just telling everyone in case you didn't want to hear it or don't believe it, it's coming.
Mm.
L,
Hey, Elle.
Sexy L says, TJ and Francis. By the way, L, you look like you're a fun person. You look like you're silly. You look like you crack some jokes. You're just a good hang. You really do. Is that true, L? I would love to know what your.
Are you bouncy?
She seems bouncy and fun, but she also seems like if you piss her off,
Don't mess with me.
don't mess with L. L has a switch.
Okay.
L has a switch.
Okay, you're analyzing Elle.
Sexy L, you have a switch, right? You know what it is? It's the she's giving me my mom vibes. My mom had that,
TJ, I was thinking the exact same thing.
and my mom. I'm just describing what my mom was. My mom was,
Yep.
if you cross her, you don't play.
I
She
was
don't play.
thinking the exact same thing.
TJ and Francis, I really admire how you interact with your fans, supporters. It's heartwarming. Thank you both
Aw.
for sharing your time with us.
You're
Always.
so welcome, Elle.
You all are the best. We love you all. And sure,
You give us joy too.
I mean, we used to do this every week on Wednesdays and sometimes even on Sundays.
We do miss it too.
We miss it very much, but because we've truncated how many times we come online doing these lives, it makes these even more special. So we do enjoy it. We've never said, ugh, that was not fun. Never. We love connecting with y'all and learning with y'all and just giving some of our input. We've been around the block. We've learned a lot. That doesn't sound right. Not when you're talking to someone named Sexy
Old
L.
school TJ's been around the
No,
block.
I have not been around the block.
Mhm.
I've not been around the block. I've not been around the block.
Oh, goodness.
Did LL Cool J have a song around the way, girl. But it's
Around the
why am I
way.
thinking on the block?
I don't know. Probably New York. I don't know.
Well, Jenny on the block
Jenny.
from the block. No, Jenny from the Bronx. What she has an album called On the Block or
I don't
something on the
know.
block. Y'all help me
Jenny
out.
from the
Someone
block.
where?
Isn't that it? Jenny from the block?
Is it Bronx or the block? It's the block, huh?
Mm.
All right.
Well,
Well,
people are saying she should have said block because she's
Francis, we don't do that here. We don't do that here.
That's why I stopped.
Jay Jessica with the super chat. A cool picture of the globe says, TJ, where do you get your strength to be the strength for so many people? Does it ever take a toll or do you ever not have it? Much love and respect to you both, plus to Taj for what he's doing right now. Yes, to Jessica, thank you for the super chat, first of all. And thank you for the comment. I've gotten to a place in my life where I'm very comfortable with what I know and feel. And I try to exude that to anyone who follows me. I've really, compared to 10 years ago, I've learned there are people who are going to just try to knock you down no matter what. They're going to say the sky is red, even if you show them every picture that the sky is blue, because they're more comfortable saying it's red. I think it's an ego thing. I always tell anyone who will listen, I say this every day, ego is the enemy. It's the biggest limiter in life. I truly believe that. And their ego won't allow them to be wrong. To say I messed up, I was wrong, I thought it was this, but it wasn't. A lot of people don't have that skill. Once I learned that, I stopped caring so much about other people's thoughts. And that has been a huge cheat code for me in life. So I just try to encourage those who listen, who follow me. Not that I'm some, you know, grandmaster or anything like that. I just like to share what I've learned because I've went through a lot of things in life. I've seen a lot of things in life. I've learned from a lot of incredible people in life. And
Does it take a toll on you?
does it take a toll on
Does
me?
it ever take a toll on you?
I think you can answer that because you would know and be able to see it more. But I think it was definitely a lot worse.
It definitely, I think more so in the past, has taken a toll on him.
But I've learned.
I think you're coping better.
Mhm.
And I feel like every year you're getting better with this.
Yeah.
Because it used to, TJ's that guy where it just shows on his face and you know. But I feel like every year you're better and better with that.
Well, I think it's also from being a perfectionist, but also being someone who believes in people, but also believes in doing what's right. And I think certain people are such solid people and good people that when people slander them, it used to really bother me, really upset me. And now it obviously still hurts, it still bothers me, it still upsets me. But now I've learned to blame it on them because it is something it's their issue, not ours or anything. So I don't know if that answers your question.
But you
Jessica.
are a rock for many.
I just try to live right. And I think I have a healthier sense of mortality and longevity than the average person. And that allows me to understand the big picture. And that's that you can't control everything and you shouldn't try to control everything. Just be the best person you can and try to influence people, especially young people, to do what's best for themselves.
Clarice is right about this. She says, I feel you go through things to help and share with others. I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's like life
It's
lessons.
just a healthier way to live. I really do believe that. Okay, we have some answers for Kershaw.
Oh.
Kirk Kershaw.
Sounds right to me.
Kershaw, really?
Yeah.
It's a little right? I feel like we're picking baby names for a last name Kershaw.
Come on, babe.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You know we got to get going.
I
Girls
know.
have tennis.
I'm interested in Kershaw.
Oh, I know you are, TJ.
Did you know something? I got something really important to tell you. TJ can be a gangster.
Who said this?
Michael Jackson fan said I can be a gangster. All right, I'll take it. Jenny from the block. Thank you, S.
I'll
Jerem.
tell you now, TJ ain't no gangster. It can't be no gangster.
Listen, S. Jerem, I appreciate it. Obviously, when you're online, your mind goes to different places. You can't figure out basic knowledge. I would have known that if I was sitting on my couch just nonchalantly. I was like, how can they not know it's Jenny from the block? Either way, I just want to thank you for informing us. It's Jenny from the block. Okay, we have a super chat from Carol. Super
Thank you,
sticker.
Carol.
Thank you so much, Carol. Carol's a local, another Southern California resident. Carol's probably like, this weather is perfect. What are you talking about, TJ and Francis?
It's true.
And it is really good.
It's good
I'm
right
just
now,
complaining.
Carol.
I'm complaining.
I still can't get that out of my head.
What?
TJ could be a gangster.
She's just spitting facts. That's all she's doing. She know what up. Okay. Lovely Wallflower says, hey, TJ and Francis, do you think men should be on birth control?
Why not?
I already know my answer.
Why not? Yeah, if women got to do
Honestly,
it, why can't men?
Honestly, yes.
It should be.
I'm being
It's
honest.
fair. My thing is that it doesn't really birth. Well,
Wait. Do men have birth control?
I think they're trying to come out with
Okay.
something.
Do condoms?
Well, that's a form of it, but
Okay,
I feel
but-
like that's more protection.
We're
from
talking about a
other
pill,
things.
right? We're talking like a pill.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The problem with men
Or a shot,
or shot.
or a patch.
Okay. I was gonna say the problem with the pill for men is we'd probably forget it or be lackadaisical or try to beat the system. That's just the men's personality. So it wouldn't be as reliable as it needs to be. Now, if it's a
I
shot,
wouldn't trust it.
even a shot, we always try to stretch it. Like, like you'll get a shot and you're supposed to come back in a year, or 2 years. We come back in 3 or 4 years. So it wouldn't work as reliable. You wouldn't trust it. I think most women wouldn't and shouldn't trust a man who says, don't worry, I'm on birth control.
I feel like younger girls aren't going to really understand that because they haven't really experienced.
Mhm.
Like I know because I have sons and I have a husband.
Have you guys, the weird wants to know, really big question. Have you guys ever been so mad you flipped the bird? That's like the middle finger, right?
Yes.
I've never done that. You've done that?
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I've never seen you flip the bird.
Me and my friend play around like that all the time.
Okay.
So, but no, that's just joking. But driving, I say it more in my head now.
We have another guest for Kershaw. Nick
Ay,
Kershaw. Nick
TJ.
Kershaw. That sounds like that's a
I
familiar
have
name.
a question.
Yeah.
I have a question now.
Yeah.
What time do the girls need to be there?
Oh, we're leaving in 5 minutes. Don't you worry. Justin, what's up, Justin? Justin says, hey, TJ and Francis. On the 6th was J-Lo's first album, 99. Jenny from the Block is her song from her third album made in 2002.
Thank you for that, Justin.
Look at this.
Look
Justin,
at that clarification.
Justin coming in with some knowledge.
love
Thank
it.
you. MJ Jackson, who's been a member for 4 months, says, hello, TJ and Francis. I finally convinced my parents to move to the USA.
Ooh,
Just to meet y'all. I can't wait to get my green card. Well,
that's
there you go.
cool. Where are you coming from? That's what I want to know.
I hope you guys have been here before because it will be a big culture shock. I don't know where you're coming from.
I'm sure.
Babe,
they
why
have,
you keep
babe.
telling me? Are you telling me to hurry up?
You need to, babe. I don't think you realize you get on tangents.
Okay. I'll try to keep it proper.
Only because our kids have to warm up too. You
Okay.
know?
I want to say this. I'm excited that you're making a move, just changing, not just to the US, to any different foreign place. It's a cool thing, an important thing, I think, for all of us in life. I just would suggest maybe you travel. And here's the thing: Florida, New York, Texas, LA, Seattle, 5 different parts of the US, completely different. Completely different. So you can't base your experience in USA just by going to Florida. You can't base your experience of what the USA is just by going to New York. You can't. Okay, you get it.
Okay. See?
You get it.
You see that? He could have kept going.
I almost did, but I always remember, shoot, my kids got to get going. Okay, and I almost did. But happy travels, and that's cool.
I think
Angel.
it's great.
Dina with the super chat says, for millennials. Ooh, she's got some advice for millennials.
Come on with it, Dina.
Everything is so much harder than it was 20 years ago. To rent in Cali, they want you to make 6 times the amount of the rent. My one bedroom was 2,100, and that's not including utilities.
Insane. That is insane. It's crazy.
It's sad.
You would have to have multiple roommates just to be able to afford a house outside of the city.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
tough.
it. It is. It's way harder.
So this is tough. So Dina, like Dina's saying, be easy on yourselves, and especially in California, certain markets go up a lot and then they come down. I remember some homes, a home we really wanted was at around $800,000, and then when the market corrected, it went down to like the threes. We got in at a really good price. In that I'm a real estate economic hedge, so I like to try to time the market. They say if you're going to live there more than 7-10 years, do
It
not
doesn't.
try to time the market. But that's just me. But I follow trends and economic
And
trends.
you like to move a lot.
I
I
do.
don't. I grew up every year we moved to another place. Every single year, sometimes every 6 months.
Yeah.
So you had that stability and foundation.
Okay, we got a couple more questions. The Weird wants to know, TJ, how long did you live independently for? How did you go about homemaking and shopping? Go ahead, Francis. You can answer it.
I kind of think, weren't you 19 when you bought your first house?
I think I was 18, about to be 19 when I first got my
It was
first
when I
home.
first met you. You didn't live there yet. It was being like renovated.
Where did I live?
You were staying at Terrell's.
Okay, so
So I had to go see you at Terrell's, which was very uncomfortable for me.
I remember getting my first home like when I was on the road, and then when I first got back from being on the road, I met Franny, and we've been together pretty much ever since.
He kind of not moved in with me, but he never really
She took care of
left.
me, y'all.
He never really.
I remember
He started buying underwear and t-shirts and socks, and he had a drawer at my house after 2 weeks of knowing each other.
and when you're 19, 20, that's all you need is
TJ
underwear,
was just
shirts,
living
and
life.
I was just
In
chilling.
your pajama pants.
In my pajama pants. I remember she came to my house once, and my room, which was a pretty decent sized spread. What was your first thoughts?
What the hell?
Why, Francis?
You guys, you couldn't even walk in it.
Why, Francis?
Well, because you had stuff everywhere. You had a studio that you were just setting up. So you had like everything from a studio.
Yeah.
And then you just had stuff everywhere. It was very dusty. And then I remember your dad had a cat.
Mm.
And I was like,
Mm.
Can we go back to my house?
Yeah, because my father and I, we bought my first home together. 50-50 partners.
It wasn't ready yet, but then once he did move in, I made sure TJ's room was spotless.
And it's funny because I was 18 when I got home. My dad was so protective of me. He just probably how I feel with
you were
Royal.
gone all the time.
He probably didn't think I was ready to be on my own. So it was pretty funny.
And you were ready.
And I was ready.
You were definitely
But
ready.
I don't think he thought so. He wanted to live with me to double check. I understand. I'm the baby.
Yeah.
Younger ones usually take longer to develop, I think. And
That
I
wasn't
didn't
true
have
in
my
your
mother,
case. Yeah.
but that wasn't yeah, I don't know. The Weird says, thank you for letting me be a part for the cover for Just Smile. Really made my heart smile.
Such a
You are
cool
more than
idea.
welcome. And for those who don't subscribe to my newsletter, go ahead and do so. tjjackson.com. Put your email address in, and I will inform you about a lot of cool things, such as being on the Just Smile cover. And on my last newsletter on Friday, just 2 days ago, I informed everyone I released a poster, 11 by 17 inch. So it's not a huge poster, but it's a poster where you'll see your face if you are on the Just Smile cover. So it's a lot of fun. We have Francis, a couple more. Ashley says, also, TJ, wanted to let you know I've been following you and your brothers for years. You all have helped me cope with the loss of my mother. She passed away
Aw.
unexpectedly in 2020. I'm sorry to hear about your loss, Ashley.
Sending you a big hug, Ashley.
A huge
That's
hug.
hard.
And one more thing I want to tell you, Ashley. It's hard. I can relate to what you're going through. And truthfully, it'll never be the same. But it does, in time, get a little bit easier. a little bit
But
easier
it also
each and
gets
every year.
harder.
But there
Right.
will be moments where it just spikes up and it's really hard. Stay strong. Cry if you need to. Talk to people.
Be sure to live in her memory. That's
Make
important.
her proud. Live in her memory. Talk about her. Share your experiences, and just make her proud. That's the advice I got, and that's been my center place for all these years, 30 plus years. Yeah, because this August will be 30 years.
It's crazy.
Yeah, just in 2 months, it'll be 30-year anniversary of losing my mother. So that's my input. That's my advice. It's going to be a hard, long road, but it's still obviously worthy of living the best life you can. Don't cheat yourself. All right. And then we have a couple more. A movie rater super chat. TJ, from your perspective as a musician, between Eminem and 50 Cent, whose music do you enjoy more, and which one do you listen to more in the 2000s? That's a great question. I think in the 2000s, it may have been Eminem. Eminem has Dre. They both have Dre, right? I
Yeah.
think Dre did them both.
I
I'm
don't
asking you
know.
like you know.
I know he did Eminem. I don't know if he did 50.
I think he
50.
did a lot of.
I like Eminem.
Do you?
Yeah, I used to
Not the
like.
person,
Okay. I used
the
to like
music.
50s music. I don't know.
I like
I
it.
have to like the person.
I get that.
I have to like the
50's
person
like
if
a
I like their
troll.
music.
He's a serious troll.
I
So
can't get with it.
I think musically, actually, I would say I like 50's music a bit more.
I do think 50's pretty
He's
intelligent
got,
though.
I
I mean,
guess, yeah, he is. He is. I'm sorry, he is. But for this question, it's about the music. 50 Cent's music. Like if I'm gonna play one of the songs, I think I would play 50's. But
yeah, because
Eminem
it
is.
was he
He's
was
got a
big.
couple songs that I still would like.
Yeah.
In the club is
I
to
just
me
feel
the.
like Eminem's like a lyricist. He's just like
I think Eminem's more talented. I do think that, but in terms of songs, and I think Eminem has a deeper catalog. But in terms of like top 3 songs of each, I think I would go 50 for my taste. I think most people would pick Eminem though. So there you go. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, Early's reminding us. Okay, you have to go. Don't be late. Thank you, Early.
Thank you,
With a name
Early.
like Early, yes, you're right. So
She's probably anxious for us.
it's like whatever you do, don't be late. From Early.
I love that.
Very
That's
cool.
amazing.
Okay, and then we can't wrap this up without informing everyone what Kershaw's first name was or
Please
is.
do.
It is Clayton.
I would have
Clayton
never gotten that.
Kershaw. Goes together so well to me. I think that's the right name for Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw. Anyways, that's it, y'all. We hit all our super chats.
We missed you guys.
We did. We had some great comments. So can we answer this one?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we can.
Sorry, Early. We're not going to be too much late. I
Oh,
promise.
you're so
Muriel, who's a super member, we had to do this. Says, how do your kids feel about moving houses? One of our sons started to cry when we were only talking about it. He doesn't want to leave this place. Whew.
You know what? This is what I've learned about kids. They're very resilient. Because I remember even talking to the kids.
Mhm.
So when we lived in Calabasas, they really miss Corona.
Mhm.
So we went to visit Calabasas a week ago, and Rio, who loved Corona and always wanted to be here, is like, I miss Calabasas. Can we move back? So kids do that. I feel like it's so much easier for kids to adapt
Mhm.
that once you get them in school or whatever, and they're finding friends in sports, it's like they kind of forget.
I see. I agree with everything France said. And then I also think if you have to move, you have to move.
Yeah, it
And
shouldn't be based on
it's
what the
part
kids want.
of life. And
Yeah.
truthfully, it can be a great, I don't want to say lesson, that sounds harsh, but truthfully, it can be a great experience for them to deal with loss and deal with the fact that not all things are in your control. And that's an important lesson that a lot of kids struggle with. So I'm not saying to be mean about it. I'm not saying to be rude, but it's part of life. And
I
just
think under 12 is much easier because once they get to middle school, high school, you know, teenagers are like, this is my life. This is going to be my life forever. And they, you know, it's really not. So under 12 is much easier.
wishing you the best, though, Mariel. It's not easy,
Yeah.
especially as a mom. Your heart breaks when your kids are crying.
Do what you have to do for your family.
you gotta-
Your kids are going to be fine.
That's the reason why kids can't be presidents. Um, that sounded harsh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that, but I'm just saying you guys, you and your husband have to make
You
the
a
decision.
mess,
I'm
Sydney.
sorry. Zane, who's been a member for
Hey,
34 months.
Zane.
This is the perfect way to end this live with a big old smile from Zane, who says, "Hey, TJ and Francis, I miss you. TJ, I love your song. Just Smile. I love you."
We miss
We
you
miss you too,
too,
Zane.
Zane.
We love you too.
And what a beautiful song. Just smile.
Just smile, ladies and gentlemen. Just smile. If you haven't heard it, maybe we should put it at the Giving Tree. Yeah, we should. We should try. All right, we are gonna sign off, everyone. Any last message you got for everyone, friend?
Just no, not really. Just have a great day, and maybe next time we can share my favorite song of yours.
Yeah, but
It's
what?
a new one. I don't know. I just
Oh,
love
you want to
this
share
song.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. It's
It's
coming
just
out in a
great.
couple months. All right. We love you all. Remember to just smile, and that is it. We'll see you all next time.
Bye, guys.